Hello everyone, and I mentioned in one of my posts earlier this week that you guys would hear and you'd get to meet the person that told me about omega-3 fish oil. For those of you that have watched my intro video and hear me talk about it, omega-3 fish oil has been a huge part of my life with my epilepsy and everything. I talk about it non-stop. And again, back in my intro YouTube video, I mentioned the name Tim Slykhuis as the person that told me about it. This is Tim Slykhuis. So you finally get to put a face to that name. So I'll let Tim tell you a bit about himself, and we'll go from there.
Okay, well, I guess my introduction to fish oils is trying to dig my way out of having a traumatic brain injury and how to get healthier. And that's where I went through getting healthier from that. I saw what brought me to be healthier, and I got involved in the Brain Injury Association. I met Sean through the Brain Injury Association. I found out problems that he was having with his seizures, and instead of trying to concentrate on the problem, I tried to see, okay, I didn't know much about seizures, but I just saw that there was probably a lack of communication in the brain, and the fish oils I know are very crucial to the functioning of the neurons and the communication within the brain. And so my big thing is to inspire whole system, whole body health. And omega-3 oils in particular are very important for the brain, the heart, the eyes, the crucial functioning areas of the body. And the fish oils are very important because they help the neurons, the health of the neuron body, but also the communication between neurons, which is what thinking is. And I figured with Sean and his seizures, in my mind, hearing Sean going through seizures, it sounded to me like you're functioning well, and then you just sort of wink out in being aware of what's going on. And to me, I didn't know the specifics of the situation, but I saw that it sounds like there's a lack of communication in the brain, and if nothing else, just getting the brain to be functioning more healthfully with better communication would hopefully make the brain stronger and maybe help in his seizures, maybe not. It ends up being, I guess, the key element that brought him through a lot of the problems he was having, which helped along with the surgeries that he previously had. But it seemed to be a key factor that brought him towards health. And the more research I've done in seeing how it's helped me in my struggles through my brain injury, where I couldn't function at almost any level without getting very tired, and the fish oils brought me to a higher level of mental endurance and acuity and memory. And the more I've learned about it, the more I know that the fish oils are seen by people who've done the research to be a key factor in the health and functioning of the brain.
So after hearing this from Tim, and trust me, we've had even more in-depth, long conversations than even this. That's when like I said in my video, I started taking the capsules. I'd go about a month without a seizure, which was just unheard of at the time. Then I'd go a week right out of my whole bunch, month off, week on and off for about 6 months. And then he mentioned the liquid that he figured would just try it. It says it's in your body a little faster, it's better for you. I started taking it. And this Monday will mark 7 years seizure-free. It was
from almost as soon as he started taking the liquid, he stopped.
It just stopped. It just, everybody was just sitting there. Even we were just sitting there going like, okay, it's been a month, it's been 2 months, it's been 3 months. Everybody was just sitting there going, come on, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have another one. It marks 7 years on Monday. So it's crazy how things happen. It's crazy.
And it's all about not treating as much the problem as it is getting the whole system functioning healthfully. The omega-3 oils are part of the diet. Like for me, there are 3 angles to help the body to function better: diet, and in this particular situation, the brain and the omega-3s are very, very important. Outside of the general overall nutrition for the brain, there are many elements that the brain needs, but the biggest thing that seems to be lacking in our diet, in our North American diet in particular, is the presence of oils, in particular the omega-3 oils. But also physical activity is huge. Physical activity helps to create neurons, to actually produce and create neurons in the brain, and the way you think. So diet, physical activity, and the way you think are the three ways where you can improve the functioning of your entire system. And that's where really health comes from, improving the whole system, not just treating the problem, but improving the system.
So as you can see, this is the kind of stuff him and I talk about. You put us in a room together for 10 minutes and we'll be stuck in there for 10 hours. So yeah, I told everybody you were going to meet the person that I'd finally talked about a million times about fish oil. This is Tim Slykhuis, the person who got me on fish oil. Why don't you tell us a bit about your book? Tim also wrote a book.
Yeah, I spent, I guess, Starfish Sky, a book I worked probably about 17 years writing it. I started writing the book with in the beginning of my search of creating health from being severely brain injured and unable to physically and mentally function. I slowly found avenues that helped to improve my functioning, and it took me a long time to figure out what the key elements were that improved my ability to function. And in time, I started thinking, well, I've had a number of interesting things happen through my recovery, and interesting awarenesses that the average person who has brain injury unfortunately is not able to have. And I've also found a route towards health, which helps a person to create health out of unwellness, if you want to call it, and what elements that person needs to become a person, to be more determined for themselves, and to help the person to understand not just the physical angle but also the emotional angle of what helps to create real health, to help people to realize the awesome potential our body has, the mere fact that the way we think, the actual way that we decide to think, can actually change the physical structure within your brain. I think is something that should be seen as an awesome thing that has tremendous potential.
Too many people don't know that.
Too many
people aren't aware of that.
That's right.
And that's what we're trying to push out to the rest of the world.
You're typically taught to be the tail being wagged by the dog. Somebody will tell me what to do, and I guess I'll do it, and I won't really understand what health is, and I'll feel powerless to create health within myself. I think it's more important for a person to understand what they're thinking. It comes from what creates thinking, and how to make your thinking happen better, and how to make your body function better, and therefore you feel in more control of your body and of your life.
So there you go. I'm going to stop it there because him and I could go all day. Just in case if you're wondering, yeah, we don't look overly presentable. We just had a pool party here tonight. Or today, it's tonight now, we've been here for a while. But this is my friend Tim Slykhuis, omega-3 fish oil. Monday works 7 years seizure free. Everyone, believe in yourself and you can get through anything.
Health is king.